Welcome to Python 0 to Hero sessions. It's a complete beginner friendly series where you will learn Python from scratch and become confident with coding step by step. In this first session, we will learn how to install Python and Jupyter notebooks, and we will learn how to use Google Colab effectively, and we will write our very first Python program using print, comments, and variables. Now let's see how to install Python in your local machine. So we have an official portal python.org. So here we have download section. Here you can see all releases. So I am planning to install Python 3.13 for Windows because I am using Windows machine. Let's click on this one so that a Python file will get downloaded in your local machine. Just click on this one and then a pop-up will be popped up. And here, right, in this, whenever you're installing Python on your local machine, please make sure that you are adding the python.exe file exe to the path. If you are not doing it, right, so then you need to edit the environment variables uh, within Windows. So I would like to do go for the custom installation, wherein, right, so I also need to take all the optional features, and I want to specify manually where it should uh, create all the Python related files. So I will just use my C drive and program files and click on OK. So here, right, so I want to create Python as a folder name, and I would like to install this 3.13 for all the users. I'll just click on install. Let me provide admin approvals. Done, and let it get installed. I just paused the video and now it got installed. Just click on close. And now how to validate this? To validate this, open terminal from your local machine. In this terminal, just type Python followed by hyphen version. See, we can see that the latest version got installed in my local machine. It's very easy. And let us see what is the pip version I have it in my local machine. So pip also got installed. I think we are good. And to install notebook, which is nothing but Jupyter notebook, just click on, just type pip install notebook. I'm just pausing the video. Yeah, it's done. So now notebook got installed in my machine. And now let's open Jupyter. Like let us say if you want to launch any module, right? In that case, we can use something like Python space hyphen m notebook. You can also use this particular command. Let's see. Yep, it is working. Yes, it is working. Here we go. So here we can see notebook got launched, and there are like lot of other files. The reason is uh, if you see my local directory, okay, so I am using this particular directory to open Jupyter notebook. So what happened is whichever the files present in this directory, we got it in this particular location. So to do it in a better way, what we can do is let me open the terminal again. Accidentally, I just closed it. Okay, and let's create a directory. Done. Let me go to the directory. There are no files. Now let me type the command python-m notebook. Yep, we got the uh, Jupyter Notebook UI here. So if you want to start with your first code, right? So you need to create your first notebook. To create the notebook, here we have new, right? So just click on this one and click on Python 3. And now this is your untitled notebook. So you can just provide the name. And now let's start with our first Python program. Okay, so now let's uh, write the first Python program, so which will just print hello world. So print is a function which will show a message on the screen. Okay, this is like a famous function. So print is a function which will show the message on the screen. Okay, let us say if I want to show hello world in the screen, in the output, right? So I can use this print function within open bracket and close bracket. I can pass the string. Okay, so this hello world will display in the console. Here we go. And likewise, you can print anything, whatever you want, right? So let us say if I want to print something like Python is fun. Okay, we can see it got printed here. And now let us say if you do not have any IDE and if you still want to execute some Python file in the console, we can still do that. Okay, let us say if you want to write some code in a notebook, okay, notepad. Okay, this is my notepad. This is an empty one, and I just want to create one sample file like this. And within this sample file, I want to write some piece of code. So I'll just write the same code, which is hello world. Okay, so whenever I execute uh, this text, I'm like this particular file, right? So it should print hello world in the console. Okay, now let's see this process as well. Okay, how to execute a Python file from the terminal. Okay, so this is my piece of code, and now I want to save this particular file. Okay, so I'll just save this file in the same location wherever I am. I'm like wherever I have created this one, this particular folder. Okay, so it's not mandatory. I just want to consolidate all the files at the same at one single location, so that is the reason. So this is my simple uh, simple python.py. For the Python files, right? So we need to have the extension as .py. Now just go to that particular terminal. Okay, let me open another terminal. Okay, let me go to this particular folder, and if I list, right, so I have this file, right? So if I want to execute this file, right, so I need to provide a command like python followed by the file name. Now when you execute it, so whichever the code you have written in that particular file will get executed. So as of now in this particular file we are just printing something in the console, right? So which is hello world. So you can see that message got populated in the console. So this is how we can actually write the piece of code in a notepad, and we can just execute it using the Python command from the terminal. but mostly we will be using this type of UIs, wherein, right, so this particular IDE will give you uh, the direct execution. Okay, so the process will get reduced to execute the code. Okay, so it won't take much time to do code and see the results. But in the other way, wherever, right, so we are using the notepad and we are just writing some code and we are just executing it from the terminal, right, that would take some time. This will give you instant results. So this is Jupyter Notebooks is the one which we can use going forward. And there is an another interesting tool, okay, so which is like completely UI based. We have Google Colab. We can also use Google Colab to make our work easy. Okay, so Google Colab is completely a cloud-based tool from where, right, so we can write our Python code and we can execute it likewise we did it in the notebooks. For that, right, you just need a Gmail account. That's it. This is for Google Colab. So this is the one, collab.research.google.com, right? So here, right, so we can create one new notebook and we can start working with working with our hands on. And here, right, so if you want to create a new notebook, right, so we can just click on this plus notebook, and what happens is whatever the notebook it is getting you're creating, right, so that will get created in the Google Drive. Okay, likewise you can also integrate uh, the GitHub. If you have already have an existing Python file, I mean like notebook file, right, and if you want to play with that, right, so you can just upload that particular file and you can start working on it. So let's create a new notebook. Yep. So similar to the Jupyter notebooks, right, so you can change the name and you can start coding here. Okay, whenever you are working with Jupyter, whenever you are working with the Google Colab notebooks, right, so you will get some CPU and memory. Okay, but when you are working on your local, right, so you will get more CPU and memory, but maybe in Google Colabs, right, it might be limited. And let's start with our first hello world program, so which is print hello world. Okay, so to execute the code in the cell, right, so we have shift enter. Shift enter is the command which would execute the current cell code. Okay, this is the same thing in Notepad as well. I mean, in the notebooks as well, Jupyter notebooks as well. Okay, so this is how we can directly play with Google Colab. We can directly start working with Google Colab. And now let's get more into uh, the part of variables. Variables will store the values. Okay, so variables are used to store the values. You can think them like boxes with some labels. Wherein, right, so you can store names, numbers, booleans, uh, or anything like complex uh, integers or like complex numbers, right? So you can store anything. Let's see how to create a variable. Okay, it's very simple. So let us say if I want to create a variable called name, and to this variable I want to assign some name. So Alice is the name which I am passing to name variable. So name is called variable and Alice is literal. Just enter, like just hit shift enter, so that, right, so this particular cell will get executed. Now if you want to see what is there in name, you can just type name and you can see it. But if you are working with normal notepads, so you can't directly give the variable name. In normal notepads, you just need to pass the print command. Along with that, uh, I mean like only with that, right, so it will just print in the console. And likewise, let's create another variable of different type. Let us take a variable called age and the value is 25. So if you see, right, so we are not defining any data type here. So in Python, the variables are dynamically typed. So if you want to see the type of the variable, in that case, you need to use type function, type followed by name. This will give you what is the data type of this particular variable. So it is string. Likewise, you can also see the type of age as well. So see, it is automatically identifying the type of variable. So here it is string, here it is integer, right? So age is integer, name is string. It is automatically identifying it. And similarly, let's create another type of variables like float and boolean. So let us say I have another, I have to take the height of Ls. So let's say height equal to 5.6, and I also want to collect like if he is a student or not. Is student is my variable true. So now if you want to see the type of height, right? So we'll use this particular function called type. So it will tell you float because there is a decimal. And if you want to see the type of is student, right? So this is the type which is boolean. So boolean would take true or false. In Python, if you want to pass true, then please remember that this true should start with capital T. And if you want to assign false, then F should start with false. Let us say I want to create another variable is employee equal to false. See, false should start with capital F. This is like a keyword and it is reserved. Okay. So Python automatically understands what kind of data you are passing to the variables. And let's see about comments. Okay. So in Python, you can comment a line with hash symbol. Okay. Let us say if you want to comment some group of lines, in that case, there are like three single quotes. If you want to comment some group of lines, then this is how we can comment. Okay, this is the comment. This is the comment. Okay, so with this, right, so we are done with our very first Python session. Here we have learned about like how to set up Python in our local machines and set up Google Colab, and we have understood the basics of Jupyter notebooks and Colab interface, and we have written our first Python program to print some data to the console, and we have learned about comments and variables. Along with this, we also learn about data types like strings, integers, floats, and booleans. In the next session, we will go deeper into data types, input or outputs, and simple math operation. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. And if you like this video, then just give a thumbs up.